Dangerous Dave Berry.
Richard
What
Baker.
subject did you want to bring next?
Well, I thought we couldn't get together as lads, have a few beers and a few pizzas without discussing previous conquests. I thought we should maybe talk about the disastrous ones.
So it's worst dating experiences. Dave, give us your own example.
Well, what got me thinking about this was we were all a little worse for wear in a bar one night, and I ended up chatting up the barmaid. And I was...
Always a good move.
Always a good move.
Always a good move.
But it was like a Thursday night or something, and I'd arranged to meet her, and we'd get the train up to town, and we'd have a bit of dinner, and it'd be great. I got to the train station, and that was the first time I saw her, right? I couldn't kind of remember what she looked like, but she was the first thing that struck me about her. And you know, horses for courses. Everyone has a different type that they like. When your girlfriend or could-be girlfriend is 7'3", it doesn't really do it for me.
Avatar.
I like a tall woman.
Yeah, but I mean, there was tall, and there was, you know, the sign that said Greenwich train station. There's that tall. So we got on the train, and we were waiting at the platform. This old woman comes to the train doors, and she kind of pokes her head, and she goes, "Oh, excuse me, dears." And this girl, whose name I can't remember, let's call her Mrs. X. Not because, you know, she was an X, just because I can't remember her fucking name. And she went, yes? And this old lady went, "Could you tell me how I get to London Bridge, please?" And she went, yeah, if you just cross over the bridge to platform 6, jump on the train, that'll take you straight there. So this old lady then kind of set off, and I hadn't really kind of thought too much about it. And then all of a sudden, I'm not exaggerating this, I swear to God, we're both sat on the train, and she just goes, "That takes her the other way!" She's not going anywhere near London Bridge! And I was like going... So then, what made matters worse...
Sounds great!
I know, but I mean, I then got up and called the woman back and said, "Oh, I'm really sorry, you've been lied to. I felt morally obliged to do that."
Whoa, you called your date a liar that quick?
Basically, yeah.
Serious?
And then I got back on the train, and for the rest of it, it was just her just staring at me going, "You are so uncool." It was a disastrous first date.
Mine was, I was on a date with a woman, we'd been to dinner, then we went to a bar after dinner, and this woman's mate was there, and this woman's mate was really, really drunk. And the woman who on a date said to her friend, "Look, do you want me to give you a lift home?" And she said, "Yeah, sure." So we're in the car, on the way to the home of my date's mate, who is really, really pissed. And I'm sat in the back of the car, and the date's gone well, and my date has already said to me, "Do you want to come back to my flat tonight?" So I'm thinking, this is good, you know, this is game on. And I'm in the back of the car, and I really need the loo. And I need it...
Number one and number two?
Both.
Oh,
I mean, it really
who and a
both.
he?
When bacon goes, he really goes.
So we pull up at the flat of the drunk girl, and I said to her, "Look, this is really embarrassing. Do you mind if I use your toilet?" And she said, no, sure, that's fine. So then the drunk girl says to my date, "Well, why don't you come in as well?" So we'll go upstairs. And I go into the bathroom, and, you know, it all comes out. You know, it all comes out.
You had to light a match.
Basically, it's a terrible mess.
You had to shimmy down the drain pipe with shame.
Dave, it was that level. And so I tried to open the window. I thought, I can't leave the bathroom in this state, smelling like this.
Did you wipe your ass on the curtains?
No,
Did you wipe your ass?
No, but it was, you know, you can't wash away that sort of stench. So I try and open the window, and the window is jammed. I'm like, oh God, the window's jammed. So I reach for the air freshener. It's empty. So you know that thing you do when you've made a bit of a, you know, stink in the bathroom, and you just open the door a little bit and then shimmy out and close it straight behind you. So
I know it well.
Do that. I think, okay, I've got away with this. Go back into the living room, and then the drunk girl says to my date, "Hey, you've not been to my flat before. Why don't I take you on a tour?" Everything slowed down at that point. And I stayed in the living room, and I'm on the sofa, and they're kind of behind me going down the corridor, and I hear her go, "This is the kitchen." Then I hear her go, "This is..." Yeah. "This is the bedroom. Here it comes. And she goes, "This is the bathroom." And she goes in the bathroom. And there's a silence. And the drunk girl says, "He's had a shit in my flat." And then they came back into the living room, and I didn't really know what to say. I believe that your story, Jack, involves someone coming back to your house. Tell us your story.
Yes. My story was about four or 5 years ago. I meet this girl. We go to dinner. It's going great, like, you know, vibing, that whole thing. And I invite her back to my place. She agrees. And on the drive going back to the house, I can sense, like, there's a bit of a change, there's a bit of a shift in her demeanour. And she starts to get a bit slightly aggressive. We get back to the house. I was like, what do you want to do? She's like, let's watch a movie. And it was right around the time when Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou just came out.
Film.
Thank
Brilliant
you.
film.
She starts...
A bit overrated.
All right, you're not coming home with me.
You big shitter.
And she starts just berating it, saying how bad the film was, she couldn't believe it, all this stuff. She doesn't want to watch that. And she's like, oh, and by the way, where's the spare bedroom that I'm sleeping in? And I'm like... Okay, you're one of those. So I just go, I picked a really good movie. And she goes, what? And I went, it's a surprise. Put the DVD in, hit play, Platoon. Just the most violent, horrible, gory war film ever, in hopes that she would just go to bed. It worked. She just went into bed in the guest bedroom. And that was that. That was probably one of my worst dates.
Right, all good stories. We have to pick a winner from all of them.
You, phantom
definitely.
shitter over here.
He's the host with the most by a mile.
Captain Pooh. Ollie, what topic have you brought along?
I was wondering, men of the Beer and Pizza Club, who is your man shag?
Right.
Who can you can look at the opposite sex and go, yes, that is an attractive man, that is a sexy man.
Right.
If no one found out about it, maybe you'd want people to find out about it.
What's
I don't know. Mine is quite specific, is Andrew Flintoff, Ashes era. When he's at his peak, at his prime, just taken sort of 7 wickets and massive, and then he's won the Ashes, and he's given you a great big cuddle. And we've won the Ashes! We've won the Ashes, Andrew! Come on, let's go and have a few drinks. Oh, we're really drunk. You bloody won the Ashes, Andrew. Bloody love you. We beat the Australians. Oh, we've got drunk. What's that doing in there? It doesn't matter. Let's carry on. Let's carry on. It doesn't matter. No one will remember. No one will find out. Tomorrow you've got a lovely wife, so have I. It's all right. We'll wake up the next morning. Oh, we won the Ashes. Remember that? Yeah, we won the Ashes. Oh, well, nice to see you, Andrew.
Mine's an unusual choice.
Oh.
Mine is Andrew Marr. Rufus, there's a logic to this. Sorry.
No. I'm interested in the logic.
If I'm going to have sex with a man, it might as well be with a man I want to meet. You know, I could have a nice chat with him about some of the political heavyweights that he's met. I might ask him if that's his own open-top car in the opening sequence of the Andrew Marsh show. What I'm trying to do, because I don't particularly want to have sex with a bloke, then I'm distracting myself from the sex. So I think it would be during the sex, I'd be saying, you know, what was Peter Mandelson like on Sunday? That was
in bed. In bed.
Rufus, yours, please.
I think the appliance of logic is all important in this question. My gut reaction was Bruce Willis.
Oh.
Right? Yeah. But the thing about Bruce Willis is I think he would plough through you like a digger. You know what I mean? Like, once he started, it's Raging Bull. He's going to pound away until he is sated. And don't expect the reach around.
No.
Don't expect a little something for your trouble. He will use you like meat.
He's not as caring as Flintoff.
No. Flintoff, he's
not as
going to buy
loving.
you a drink afterwards. Willis is going to spit on the back of your neck.
What is your most horrific ex-girlfriend, ex-partner, ex-wife experience? And we'll start with Lee Ryan. Because I think it'll be fun.
Well, I've got a really nice apartment in London.
Well done.
And so basically, I was like in my flat, and she, left. And then the next day, I came out, and there was Lee, you suck pig, written in my wall, and but it was scratched in my wall. Because
why you suck pig?
because she was Italian and she couldn't talk.
Why would you suck a pig? I still don't even understand that. What does that mean? What's a weird insult?
I don't know. I suppose like an Italian.
in
You
Italy.
suck a pig.
You're
like
such a pig, mate.
Maybe it could have been
a
you're
pig.
such a pig.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're such.
You suck, you pig.
But it was you such pig. So it was.
You such pig, Lee.
Yeah, that's it. You're such
You
pig.
such pig.
That was it. That was
That's harsh.
crazy.
It's sorry, carved in your wall. How did you get it out? What happens?
I don't know. I think they. I don't know if it's.
Well, there's products for that. Post-Italian girlfriend polyfiller.
Yeah,
It's exactly that.
Yeah.
No.
You got a crazy girl? Get this one.
No.
You sucker pig.
If you're going to go to the length of carving in someone's wall, you probably want to make sure you've got the translation right.
Must
that's
be
quite
quite
important.
wild.
So permanent.
Did you not hear some sort of chipping sounds?
No, I just said. I thought I'm not going out there.
No. Were you going out with a Fraggle?
Thank you, Lee. Good stories. Thank you very much. Rufus Hound.
Not so much crazy ex-breakup stories, but my first ever proper real girlfriend, who was a delightful young lady and is now a delightful woman. And I got off of college early, went back to my house, knowing my mum wouldn't be back till 7. And we did what teenagers do, which is fuck. And I thought make it quite romantic, you know, rather than just a teenage fumble. So afterwards, I was naked, she was naked, I go downstairs, I cook us some dinner. Do a little light pasta. Oh, yeah, all naked. So she sits down, she's still naked, you know. I'm still naked, it's all very romantic and would have proceeded to be very romantic up until my mum got home early for work. And just freaked the fuck out. Just lost it. My mum said she was so angry, because my mum and dad had divorced not that long before. She was so angry, you know, that being on her own now, she had to kind of be able to trust us and things like that. And I felt really bad. And she went to work the next day and told all of her workmates, like, what had happened. And all of her male workmates went, well, what do you mean, what do you do about it? You do nothing about it. You just pat him on the back and get out of the fucking house. Yeah. And she came home and apologised for freaking out about it. Oh. So it was an awful moment there, but it was very quickly remedied. So, yeah.
Did you then say, OK, well, next Saturday we're going to be naked having dinner in the kitchen again? I mean, did you revisit the...
Here's a fiver, take yourself to the pictures.
Yeah, right, yeah. Mine's an unusual one, and this will sound ridiculous, but it's absolutely true. I was very briefly... We're talking about exes, and I was very briefly married to Britney Spears. What happened was, I was presenting The Big Breakfast on Channel 4, and I interviewed her, and she'd just split up with Justin Timberlake. And I say to her, Britney, you've left this guy, what about me? Why don't you marry me? Now, here's the key factors to bear in mind. We had a vicar present, and she signed an actual marriage certificate witnessed by other people. We were legally married. And at the end of the interview, her bouncer ran after me, took the marriage certificate, the contract, out of my hand and tore it up. Now, in law, you don't get out of a contract that you've signed just by tearing it up. Right? You see, take my point?
No.
No, OK.
Well, I'd like to ask the gang a little question. My wife has sort of a crush on the sports presenter Alan Hansen, who is a 56-year-old man, and I wondered if there was anybody that the rest of the group fancied over 50.
Rufus, do you fancy anyone over 50?
I recently had to interview Janet Street Porter on Radio 4. You know, it was never somebody that I'd looked at and had any feelings towards one way or the other. But in person, she's a woman who is totally and has spent her entire life just on the lash. Right. Just super confident, had all the fun, has done everything on her own terms, and that kind of confidence and sheer belief in yourself is the sexiest thing in the world. And by the end of it, I was looking at Janet Street Porter thinking, you are quite something.
Yeah. So you mean, you don't necessarily mean in a sexual way.
No, I do mean in a sexual way. You do mean
Seann Walsh.
Your mama.
No.
Demi Moore?
She's 48, nearest out.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
That's a massive line
She's
there.
48.
Oh. Why have rules?
If it helps, my mum is older.
I know that, mate. Hey! Shagged your mum! I'm trying to make it like a beer and pizza club. I shagged your mum. And your dad. Oh, no. Oh, God. What am I doing?
Sean, Demi Moore.
Yes, just because she's the older woman that looks younger. It's just simple. I'm not into weird stuff.
Look, Sean, surely it's this. The point of fancying somebody that bit older isn't that you just find the one that looks the youngest and go, I'll have her.
Right. That is exactly what I've done.
Yeah. And you haven't even picked somebody who is over 50. So you are shallow on literally 4 different counts, which almost makes you deep. All right, OK, give me someone over 50 then, we'll do it.
Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren?
Oh, no.
I know, the Queen. There you go, just bang the Queen. Just get her to... Oh, you can't... No. No.
What you were about to say was treason. That's not allowed.
Every time I want to send a letter, I had to lick the back of your head. Well, tonight, Liz, I'm licking somewhere else's.
Let's have a look. We've got some tweets on this topic. Who do you fancy over 50? Hooley Jones, 75 on 25. But I'd love Sir Michael Caine to blow my bloody doors off. Madinax, at Madinax. Noel Edmonds, he could open my red box any day.
Red box?
Grow up. Alan, who do you fancy that's over 50?
I don't know. I mean, I think who you fancy is much different from who you'd shag. Like, if it was shag over 50, I'd pick something weird like Thatcher. That'd be fun. Or exactly that, just because it'd be funny to go, you know, took my milk, did you? You enjoying this now? That'd be
That a reference to Thatcher Milk Snatcher.
Yeah.
Headline from 1977.
Thanks very much. I was a keen reader when 2 years old.
Who is your free pass in a relationship? Someone, your girlfriend or your husband or your wife, etc., etc. Who are they not allowed to be mad at if you do?
OK, good. And who's yours?
I've got a few. My top ones are... I've been thinking about it a lot. Emma Stone, gorgeous young girl. Legal. Good. She's like 21 or something. Yeah. Also Karen Gillan.
They're both ginger.
And Lorraine Kelly.
Oh, Lorraine.
Oh, Lorraine Kelly. I would drag my penis through miles of glass just to smell her. She's just the definition of MILF. And she, you know, being a mother and stuff, she'd probably keep me very well fed.
Sean, you can go next if you like. What's your free pass?
Well, I don't have a girlfriend. What? It's fine. I'm OK. Loads of people don't.
All the women are your free pass.
Yeah. But if I... yeah, exactly. Probably Jodie.
Jodie, are you single these days?
I am.
Oh, you? What happened to that TV show where you were going to marry someone?
Oh, it was a load of shit, wasn't it?
Was it? Al, did you see that show?
No, I didn't, but I'm glad I've had the snap review. I won't bother.
It was a show where you set out to find a husband.
Yeah.
What was the name of the show?
Don't make me say it.
Go on, please.
You know, because it sounds rude. That's why you want me to say it, isn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about, Jodie.
Jodie Marsh, totally Jodie Marsh, who will take her up the aisle.
And that was on BBC One on Sunday morning. I think you and Jodie are going to get on really well. Al, your free pass.
My free pass would have to be J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez, because she's single now.
She is.
And, yeah, it's what every man in the country thought when her divorce was announced was, all right, yeah. I'm in with a chance. Finally. And I was actually... I did a Royal Variety show when he was about 9 in 2001, and...
It's true.
Yeah,
you would have been
11. Oh, I'm sorry. Halfway between the dream box and the whatever. Who cares? It's for kids. I was on the Royal Variety, and she was on it. But in the rehearsal for the lineup, because you rehearse meeting the Queen at the end of the Royal Variety show, and you're told you're not allowed to say what she said to you. It's a secret. What she said to me. But
Go
anyway,
on, please.
she said that was most amusing. But she said it in the Queen's voice, obviously.
Okay. Do you think she was being... do you think she's being sincere? Do you think she enjoyed your act?
I did sneak a glance at her in the Royal Box, and I saw these little gloved hands go at one point. So, you know, I think she liked some of the stuff about the end of the British Empire. Anyway, the point is... the point is, you're all waiting. You're told where to stand, and I was this far from J-Lo in the rehearsal, right behind her, and there was her current husband who looked who had the look of a lottery winner, basically. Can you fucking believe it? He's like that. And she was, without a doubt, the most beautiful woman I've ever
Was she?
Ever seen, yeah. Incredibly beautiful. And that was the rear view. Right? She is so stunning. And yeah, absolutely in a heartbeat. I'd climb over every single last one of you. Yeah? I'd lob him the dream box so he'd be distracted.
Best of luck with that. I'll do keep us posted.
I will do.
The audience have been tweeting us tonight their own thoughts on the free pass question. Mummy Justine says, my ex-partner chose Angelina Jolie, but the joke's on him. The woman he left me for looked nothing like her. Mr. W3BB. My ex-girlfriend would have let me sleep with Jordan, but as Jodie's here, ... Who is Mr. W3BB? Stand up, please. Thank you. Jodie Marsh. Would you let him take you up the aisle?
No. I'm second choice. I'm second best. If he'd said me first, then maybe, but...
Are there points in your life when you've seen yourself as being in competition with Jordan? Is there, like, a rivalry there?
No.
Do you like her?
No.
Just to be clear, Jodie, you do not want to have intercourse with that audience member?
No, nor with Jordan.
Sit down!